there.
And welcome back, everybody. We have one more round with Charlie here to answer some more of your questions. And we tried to talk to Kathy from Henderson a couple minutes ago. She has called back, so we want to say good morning to you, Kathy. How are you?
Is it Kathy? Is it Kathy or Catherine?
It's Kathy.
Okay,
Kathy.
okay.
With a C or with a K? I'm just
With a K.
Okay, since
Okay.
we're asking.
Good morning.
Good morning. I am got a moonflower bush, and I am wondering if I cut off the prickly seed pods now or if I wait until they turn brown.
I would wait until they turn brown. I assume you are going to save the seeds from the moonflower and use them next year?
Yes.
Okay, okay. I would wait for them to turn brown. Even if we get freezing weather, Mother Nature has provided, so there's really not going to be any problem. They're still maturing in the pod, so I would wait. But that, you know, I would let it turn brown. But that brings me up to a whole idea of your coneflower, all of your perennials. There are so many things that have seeded out now, and if you want to have some fun and you've got a little time on your hands and you want to enjoy life, collect those seeds because they're all viable. Simply put them in a plastic bag, put them in a refrigerator for about 3 months, and then plant them next year. And you've got thousands and thousands of new perennials.
Right, yeah. You
Really,
don't have to go out and buy them
that
next
simple.
year. You'll already have them.
Yes.
It's a good idea.
Yeah.
That's why you're here.
Yeah.
How about Becky from Evansville? Say good morning to her and see see if she can stump you. I'm ready for somebody to stump you. That's
They
what
have-
I want.
they have
And
many
I know
times.
it doesn't happen very often.
Morning,
Good
Becky.
Good morning. How
Good morning.
are you?
Fine. How are you?
Okay. I have a hydrangea bush,
Uh-huh.
and it didn't really bloom this year. And should I cut that back
Okay.
every year?
It depends on there's four types of hydrangea. Won't get into the types, but look at when it blooms, okay? If it bloomed through the summertime, trim it in November. If it blooms in the springtime, if it blooms in May and June, then I would trim it back the middle of March when you see the buds starting to swell up, and I would trim it back to where there are 2 bud sets, one on either side. Trim it back to that point if it needs to be trimmed, and you won't lose blooms for the following year. But really, if you want to just get down to it, you can trim hydrangeas anytime.
And it's not going to hurt them.
It's not going to hurt them. But if they don't bloom, and a lot of time the reason they don't bloom is because they have grown so long that they're competing against themselves. So you want to separate them. And we're getting into the time now where you can just dig that up, cut them in quarters, and you'll have 4 plants.
Gotcha. Interesting.
Yeah.
I think you're always kind of scared to trim things back. A lot of people are.
It's not rocket science,
I
though.
know.
It's not rocket
just
science.
saying.
And okay, you make a mistake. Who doesn't make mistakes? We all make mistakes. So
Yes, we do.
let's make a mistake trying to do something, you know?
Yeah. Yes. How about Greg?
I need to be a sage. I need to be... Morning, morning, Doug.
Doug.
Morning,
sorry.
Doug.
Morning, Doug.
Good morning.
Hello, Charlie.
Good morning.
Stacy May wanted to get you stumped. How much wood does a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck?
He would chuck as much as a woodchuck could if a woodchuck could chuck wood.
There you go. See, you didn't even do it. Nobody can stop Charlie today. Darn.
Oh, me.
I hope I'm back on a Monday again sometime, and maybe we'll get it that time.
I'm on a roll just like Purdue.
You are. Yes, go Boilers. Boiler up. My goodness. I'm still on a high from that, but I went to Purdue, so I'm allowed. I'm allowed to just still be basking in that victory Saturday night.
Amen.
Hey, thanks for coming in
Thank
today.
you.
We'll see you again next week.
All right.
Ron's going to have a final check of our forecast when we come back. It is a good one for this week. You don't want to miss that. You're watching WEHT